Hey, Yahoo, we're live. So awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm talking today to Jean Riley, one of my favorite students. Hello, Jean.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi. And gosh, you and I got off the phone recently, and I just want to share this with people that success doesn't have to take long. And you got licensed in June, and I should say right now, today is August 12th. And
hmm
you got licensed in June. You attended the 3 day live event with myself, June 23rd, 24th, 25th. And again, today is August 12th.
hmm
And you were telling me that, gosh, you got your first $1 million listing already. You got that first $1 million listing already in contract. And you have two or three other things in the hopper. And gross commission income wise, you're going to be way over 50,000
hmm
just in the last 45 days. So tell us a little bit about that.
So the first listing I got, I have all the marketing plan ready to go, but obviously, as like life usually has bump here and there. So the marketing flyer literally have not even arrived, not even today, and we already entered escrow. So at that time, I don't have anything. I don't even have a for sale sign. I don't have a post, and I have a business card, but it's not the design I like. And then I was kind of tutoring my son. I'm trying to figure out what I should do with this listing, but I put it on MLS, and I have pictures and the drone videos are not ready, so I totally feel naked because I'm like, what am I doing? I have nothing ready. So luckily, I was thinking, okay, like Jonathan said, just do it. You never know. So I was thinking using that open house as a trial run because I didn't think anyone is going to show up. So when I thought that way, I was not as nervous. I'm just thinking, okay, I'm just going to go and do it. And at that time, I guess one thing's ready. The saving grace was I had my open house sign ready. So I brought like literally 20 signs. I put out 20 signs from the main street all the way to my property. So that's a lot of signs.
Yeah.
And I think I had 4 or 5 group of people who came in. Many of them say they saw the sign. Maybe just one person said they saw the from either Redfin or Zero. So I said most people saw it from the sign, and I was talking to all of them. They seems to like the house. And then one of the person who walking happened to be the buyer. And so my first open house, I didn't know they were going to buy the house at that time, but um, coincidentally, the buyer and seller actually know each other. They just didn't realize that was the house. So I was able to facilitate the deal. And not even in 2 weeks after the house was listed, you're already waiting to escrow. And I still
Yay.
don't have my brochure. Brochure is arriving today.
Oh yeah, and that's something we talk about at that 3 day event. Like, yeah, the 12-page brochure, the drone video. So it's just awesome that, oh my gosh, within within 60 days, well, within 45 days of getting your license and attending the 3 day event, you've already got your first $1 million transaction like pending, right?
Yeah, it's pending, and I have another deal. It's 399,000, and then both sides already agreed the number. It's just a matter of making official, having both sides signed it. But both of them are very excited, and that's going to be a 30 days escrow as well. So this one probably will close sooner than the $1 million listing. But either way, I'm happy for both of them.
Nice. Well, that's awesome, Gene. It's you're off to a great start. And I guess a question for you too is what caused you to sign up for the 3 day event with me? Like whatever that was, 30, 40 days ago.
um, I I really do feel this is real estate is one of the very interesting field. If you want to be an engineer, you go to college, you get education, and but if you want to be a realtor, there was no such places for you to go except maybe get your licensing class, and then after that you join a brokerage, and then it's kind of like you just on your own. And I never really believed that. I believe in order to do things right, you need to get the proper education, you need to have the right mentor, and then you need to be taught on how to do something, because it's it's not like, well, it actually could be as easy as riding a bicycle, but someone need to teach you how to ride bicycle. And so that's why I decide, I know it's a large investment, but for me, I already set my goal. I know I'm going to get a listing, and so I would like to just go ahead and invest in myself and even get more listing. So I
Mhm.
found Jonathan, you are very accessible, and we are actually both in San Diego. So I think that was one of the also the main reason I decided to go, because I feel like, I can go. I mean, maybe shadow you, when you are doing your open house. That was one of the things. And even if I couldn't shadow you, you are accessible, by
Mhm.
phone. And so I remember actually you also helped me kind of seal the deal, because I remember that day, the buyer hasn't really signed the purchase agreement yet. They just kind of talk about they want to buy this house, and then so I talked to you, and you like, well, then show them other houses, make sure this is the house they want. And I did that, and actually the buyer at that time kind of was shocked. She was like, what, you want to take me to see other houses, but this is the house we saw with you. So I said, well, let's just make sure this is really the house you wanted, because I don't want you to cancel escrow midway through. I am working for you as well, and so I want to make sure this is the one for you. And at the same time, since I'm a dual agent, I also want to make sure my seller is not going to have a buyer who is not as committed. I want to make sure you both sides are committed, and I'm going to do 100% for both of you. Except the only thing I cannot do is share each other's bottom line. Rest of stuff, I'm going to do it 110 or more percent. So I took the buyer to see the house, a house they thought they would like. And turned out to be they don't like the house. They like my seller's house. So that night they decide to sign the purchase agreement. And rest of the negotiation happened very quickly. We just negotiate maybe for 2 days, and then we agree on the price, and then enter into escrow.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, and I love working with you, Gene, because you're willing to call me for help, right? And then I'm willing to give you advice, and then you go and you implement that advice right away,
Mm-hmm.
and voila, magic happens. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah,
And so
definitely.
so kudos to you for learning it, and then double kudos to you for putting it into action. Um, and so I guess, well, for the 3 day event that you were at, what were some of the things that stood out to you that caused you to go like, wow, this is, I want to really take this and implement it. And I really want to um, join the Freedom Club, which you did. And this is like extra in-depth training. Well, what made you say, hey, yeah, let's do this?
Well, I think you talk a lot of things. Perhaps for many people are common sense, but I think most people don't have the right environment for them to continue remind them working towards this goal. So for example, one of the things, is writing thank you card. Yes, everybody knows, need to write thank you card, but how many people actually take the time to write thank you card? So, it's very easy, simple things, but no one is pushing you to do it. And so I wrote thank you card, but I was never doing it religiously. And so I kind of start doing it, and I already got like 2 thank you card back from my thank you card.
It's awesome, isn't
So,
it?
and then one of the common, I mean, I send thank you card to, you know, different people, not necessarily just potential client, but vendors, or people who help me out. And so I was talking to my title rep. And so I was saying, hey, so and so, I didn't want you to think I didn't thank you because you sent me an email, but I was so busy I didn't hit reply. But did you see my thank you card? And he said, I did, not a lot of people take the time to write thank you card by hand anymore. So I really do appreciate you doing that. So that was good. So that definitely feel good. Then I got
Yeah.
another thank you card back from a vendor. I bought some furniture, office furniture from them. And I took a picture of the piece of furniture and I actually taped it inside the thank you card. And I thanked them for how much it make the office, look, how well it make the office look. And he sent me a thank you card back. So it definitely, you never know whether they're going to be your client or not. But I think, I do believe to share your appreciation with other people, and then it's kind of like what you say, thank you, offer, and ask. I think that was also another formula. You thank people, you offer resources to them, and then you ask for referral. And then if you do it in this order, people are not going to feel weird. You just say, hey Jonathan, can you give me a referral? Right, so it's a little bit different. And so I thought that was really good. And then another thing is, many times people just got so they have their personal belief. They don't think they can do certain things, or they believe this is what the markets ask you to do, but you are limited yourself on the potential there. If you just kind of say, I'm just going to do it. So right now I'm doing a lot of things. I'm just saying, I'm going to try it out and see whether it stick or not. And if it doesn't stick the first time, I'm going to try again. Try a
Yeah.
few times, because you might be, it's like a statistic. Maybe the first one won't work, but maybe the second time will work. So that, I thought that was good too. Just do it. It goes back to my deal. That day, literally, I was really debating in my head. Should I go do the open house or should I not do the open house? And then I was thinking, okay, just do it. So I posted my open house on Zero, and I post something, and then I just brought 20 open house side and then business card, and that's it. I didn't have anything else.
Yeah.
And I showed up, and it
Oh, that's
worked.
awesome. And the cool part about that is not only did you sell that house, you helped the buyer buy that house. So it's
Mm-hmm.
you basically double-ended your first real estate transaction, and your first real estate transaction is 1.2 million plus,
Mm-hmm.
and you got three other things in the hopper, and yeah, you're implementing this signature system that I've created, and you're not implementing all of it because you don't have to do all of it, just some of it,
Mm-hmm.
and you get some phenomenal results. So cool. I'm so glad we met at the 3-day event, and I'm so glad you're getting awesome results. What would you tell somebody if they're watching this and they're like, it's just another real estate event? What is going to make this one different? What would you tell them?
Well, I have never personally attended other real estate events, but I got a lot of education through my schooling, and I really do think this is a very hands-on applying, training program. You don't just get taught theory, you get taught how to do it. So it's like a recipe book. Just follow the recipe, and then you're going to get result. I think that was like a really good things for the training program. And also, you personally are still doing real estate transactions, so you are not talking to someone perhaps they have never done real estate before. Maybe they just know some theory, so it's totally different. You are the practitioner, I would say, in this case. And then also another thing is, I think many of the things you say probably from most people's point of view would be simple, but do they do it? No, right? That's why there are a lot of mediocre real estate agent. My one of the deal I didn't get, but because people are not going to get all the deal, right? So one of the deal I went to, I was almost getting that deal, except I didn't do what Jonathan you told people to do. Here's a contract. Here's where you sign. I brought the contract. The seller said, yes, I will sign, but I never reinforced the seller to sign. Well, I shouldn't use the word force, but, say, hey, since you actually agreed to everything I say already, here's opportunity. We can start our relationship today. And then here's the pen and the paper. I didn't do that. And so the very next day, the seller found someone else because someone was more quote unquote pushy than me. So that person, literally, I saw it. I was there. The person brought the paper, the contract, and the pen. here's where you sign, and then that person got the deal, you know. So it's one of those things, you know, if I had been a little pushy that day, just like my broker say, you know, you already have a contract in your hand, the seller was going to sign, you let the opportunity slip by.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, now I know, because not just my second IC, you know, actually maybe just the first IC, I
Mm.
was not sure what I was doing, but now I know, you know, this is what I should do. And some people might think I'm pushy, but you know, I want to do things quick and fast, and also have give people less, you know, less stress, and then higher potential saving or income. And if they are the one dragging their fee, and I'm not helping them realize they are dragging the fee, then I'm not also not doing them services. They can
Mm.
take 1 day to make a decision. They can take 1 year to make a decision, right? So I think if they took forever to make decision, then they are not my client either. So I think it's one of those things. You also tell us how to select the client, which I thought was good too. Yeah.
Yeah, how to really attract premium clients, how to
Mm-hmm.
convert them, how to
Mm-hmm.
really deliver a VIP experience. Um, yeah, no, that's you know, and it's not really being pushy. It's being nice. And as you know, one of the three performance guarantees I have is I tell people, hey, you can cancel at any time. So
Mm-hmm.
if you sign this form tonight and then you decide 10 minutes later you don't want to work with me, we shred it up and you don't have to work with me, you know. So there's really no risk in that seller, you know,
Mm-hmm.
signing that form with you or myself,
Mm-hmm.
or with other realtors to put the signature system into place. um, Awesome. Well, cool. I'm glad you're crushing it, Gene. 50,000 plus in GCI within 45 days of being a realtor is very good. Um, and thanks for taking time out to share your story. And gosh, for those of you listening, get signed up for the 3 day event. It is a no-brainer. It will change your world. Um, you know, it's guaranteed. So there's that guarantee that you're going to walk away by the end of that 3rd day with a very clear picture of how you can earn an additional $300,000 or more of income within 12 months. And the reason I can make that guarantee is because I'm a realtor just like you guys. And I've gone from 0 to 371 million in sales in 2 different markets over the last 14 years. And so I know, gosh, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It doesn't matter if you're Gene and you're 45 days brand new. Doesn't matter. Gene has the same right and privileges to get $1 million listing as does a realtor who's been in business for 30 years. So kudos, Gene, for making it happen.
Thank you, Jonathan, for your help.
Yeah, have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.